Hello students, let's do integers exercise 1C. Now in this exercise we're going to be learning about removal of brackets. Removal of brackets. Now we have learned BODMAS, isn't it? In BODMAS the first letter B. Now this is BODMAS. The first letter B stands for brackets. So when you have many operations, the first thing you need to do is, if you have brackets, that has to be removed. So whatever is given within the brackets has to be simplified first. Now there are different types of brackets. Now the first one is a line that is drawn above certain numbers, and that is called the bar bracket. The bar bracket or the vinculum. We commonly refer to it as the bar bracket. Then you have the common ones. This is what we commonly use, called the parentheses. So we have the bar bracket, then we have the parentheses, then we have the curly brackets, and then we have the square brackets. So if you have brackets in your question, this is the order to follow: the bar brackets, the common, the curly, and the square brackets. So, and the names are given here. So we follow this particular order when we remove brackets. So let's begin our exercise. Exercise 1C is on page number 15. Question 1 under evaluate, we have 18 minus, within brackets we have 20 minus 15 divided by 3. Since we have only one set of brackets, we have to finish that expression, whatever's inside, we have to finish simplifying that first. So 18 will remain as it is. Now we have to simplify what is within this. So let's begin by writing 18 as it is first, minus, now 20 minus 15 divided by 8 divided by 3. Let's do it in the working column. 20 minus 15 divided by 3. Now when you have different operations, as you can see here, we have subtraction and division. Now which one should we do first? BODMAS will tell us which one has to be done first. So according to BODMAS, brackets is not here in this particular operation here. BODMAS. Now here we have division and subtraction, isn't it? Here we have division and we have subtraction. According to BODMAS, division has to be done first and then subtraction. That means I need to do 15 divided by 3 first. So let's do that. So I begin by writing 20 minus 15 divided by 3. 3 5s are 15. So I can write 5 here. Now 20 minus 5 is 15. So I have simplified what is within the brackets here, and what have I got? I've got 15. Now 18 minus 15, that's simple, is 3. So the answer to this question is 3. Question 2. So here also we have only one set of brackets. That means that has to be done first. So we are going to write everything else as it is. We write minus 15 plus 24 divided by, now let's do what is within the brackets. 15 minus 13 is 2. So now what are the operations we have? We have the addition and we have division. This is minus 15. We have addition and division. According to BODMAS, we should do division before addition. That means this has to be done first. So let's write everything else as it is. So minus 15 plus, now I should divide 24 by 2. So let's do short division. 24 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So we've got 12. So let's write that here. We've got our answer 12. Now here let's be careful. We have minus 15 plus 12. Signs are different. When signs are different, we need to put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 15 minus 12. 15 minus 12 is 3. So what is our final answer here? Our final answer is minus 3. Question 3. Now here let's be careful. We can see different kinds of brackets here, isn't it? We have the curly bracket, we have the parenthesis, then we have the bar bracket. So according to BODMAS, brackets have to be done first. We have to remove the brackets. Now among brackets itself there is an order. First we have to remove the bar bracket and then we do the parenthesis or the common bracket. So this is the parenthesis and then we do the curly bracket. So this is the order of removal of brackets. That means we need to work out this part first. So everything else will remain the same. So let's write 35 minus curly bracket 15 plus 14 minus common brackets 13 plus. Now I need to work out what's underneath the bar bracket. So let's put it in the working column. 2 minus 1 plus 3. So here I have to work out what's given here. Now this has a plus sign. So what we can do, one way of doing this is adding up the numbers that have the plus sign. Plus 2 plus 3. So signs are the same. We have put the same sign and we add 2 plus 3 is 5. Then 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. So here we have 4. So here in my answer, the first step, I'm going to write 4 instead of all the numbers underneath the bar bracket. Now I close my bracket and I close the curly bracket also. So now I have only two brackets left. I have the curly bracket and the parenthesis. Now which one has to be done next? According to this, we finished bar. So next we have to do the parenthesis. So let's do that now. That means 13 plus 4 has to be done before I work out anything else. So everything else will remain the same. 35 minus curly bracket 15 plus 14 minus, now 13 plus 4 is 17. So I've removed my bracket after simplifying what's inside. So I've got minus 17. Now I need to work out what's within the curly brackets. So what do I have? 15 plus 14 minus 17. So let me write that in the working column. So that is 15 plus 14 minus 17. So add up the numbers with a plus sign, these two. So that is 15 plus 14. 5 plus 4 is 9, 1 plus 1 is 2. So I've got 29 minus 17. So let's do that subtraction. 29 minus 17. 9 minus 7 is 2 and 2 minus 1 is 1. So I've got 12. So here I have finished simplifying what's inside and I've got 12 in that place. So what do I have now? 35 minus 12. So let's subtract 35 minus 12. 5 minus 2 is 3 and 3 minus 1 is 2. So what do I have here? 23. So 23 is my final answer. Question 4. Now let's look carefully and see what are the brackets that this question has. We have the curly bracket, the parenthesis, and then the bar bracket here above these numbers. So according to Bodmer's, the bar bracket or the vinculum has to be done first. Now how do we remove the bar bracket? What is under the bar bracket is what we need to solve. So under the bar bracket we have 1 plus 3. We have to simplify that first. Okay. So this is what we need to do. That means everything else will remain the same. So we have 27 minus curly bracket 13 plus 4 minus parenthesis 8 plus 4 minus. Now we're going to remove the bar bracket by working out what is under that. So under that we have 1 plus 3 and 1 plus 3 is 4. So let's put 4 in the answer here, first step, and close the parenthesis and the curly bracket. So now we have removed the bar bracket. Our next step is to remove the parenthesis and then the curly bracket. So we're going to remove this next. So let's write everything else as it is. So we have 27 minus curly bracket 13 plus 4 minus. Now we're going to work out what is within the parenthesis. So 8 plus 4 minus 4. So I can add up these two. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. So I've got 8 here which I'm going to put back in my second step. So in place of the parenthesis which I have removed, now I'm going to write 8 and I close my curly brackets. So now I have only the curly brackets left. So let's work out what is inside the curly brackets. So outside, whatever we have is not going to change. So 27 minus, now I'm going to remove my curly bracket. So let's work out what is within that. So that is 13 plus 4 minus 8 is what we have. 13 plus 4 is 17. 17 minus 8 is 9. Isn't it? 17 minus 8 is 9. So we've got 9 here and we're going to put it in place of the curly brackets which we have removed. So it becomes 27 minus 9. Now how much is 27 minus 9? So let's do that and see. 27 minus 9. Now we need to borrow. So this is 17 minus 9, which now becomes 8 here and 1. So we have 18. So when you subtract 27 minus 9, we get 18. So 18 is our final answer to this question, 18. Question 5. So here also let's look at all the brackets that we have. You can see square brackets here, isn't it? This is square brackets. Then we have curly, then the parenthesis, and then the bar bracket. We have all 4 brackets. And according to Bodmer's, there is an order for the brackets also to be removed. The bar bracket has to be removed first, then the parenthesis, then the curly bracket, and then the square bracket. Okay, so this is the bar bracket. This is the parenthesis. Then we have the curly bracket and then we have the square bracket. This is the order of removing brackets when you have all of them. So here the first thing to do is removing the bar bracket. So what we have under the bar bracket is what we need to work out first. So this is what we are going to work out. So everything else will remain the same. 32 minus, we need to put the square bracket, 43 minus, then we have the curly bracket, 51 minus the parenthesis 20 minus, now we're going to remove the bar bracket. So what is underneath the bar bracket? 18 minus 7. So let's minus that. 18 minus 7. 8 minus 7 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 1 minus 0 is 1 there. So we have 11. So 20 minus 11. Now we have removed the bar bracket. We can close the common bracket, the curly bracket, and the square bracket. So now we have only 3 brackets left. What are the 3 brackets? We have the square bracket, the curly bracket, and the parenthesis. So in this order we have to go. We have to now open the parenthesis. Let's remove the parenthesis now. So this is the second one. Now what do we have under that? We have 20 minus 11. So let's write everything else as it is, no change. 32 minus, then we have the square bracket, 43 minus the curly bracket, 51 minus. Now let's work out what's within the common or the parenthesis, common brackets or the parenthesis. So there we have 20 minus 11. So 20 minus 11, borrow. 10 minus 1 is 9 and 0, so we have 9. So 20 minus 11 is 9. Let's write it here and then curly brackets and the square bracket. So we have removed the parenthesis. Now we have the square bracket and the curly bracket. What is the order? Curly bracket has to be done before the square bracket. So let's work out what's inside the curly bracket. So let's write out everything else as it is. 32 minus square bracket remains 43 minus, now we're going to open the curly brackets, that is 51 minus 9. So this is 4 and then 11 minus 9 is 2, 42. So 43 minus 42. Now put back the square brackets. This is the only one left, so this is the last thing that we need to remove, last brackets. So 32 minus 43 minus 42 is 1. 32 minus 1 is 31. So 31 is our final answer. Question 6. Again, look out for the different brackets that you have. Square bracket, curly bracket, parenthesis. We don't have a bar bracket. So we have only 3 brackets here. That means we need to work out what is inside the parenthesis first. So let's write down everything else as it is. So here we have 46 minus square bracket 26 minus curly bracket 14 minus. Okay, now let's see what's within the parentheses. I'll write it in the working column. 15 minus 4 divided by 2 into 2. So here we have different operations. As you can see, we have subtraction, division and multiplication. According to the second part of BODMAS, that is DMAS, we have to do division first. That means I have to do this part first. So let's do that. So that will be 15 minus 4 divided by 2. 2 2s are 4. So I can write 2 here and write the remaining into 2. So now what do we have? We have subtraction and multiplication. Subtraction, multiplication. Go back to BODMAS. As you can see, we have to do multiplication first. So let's do multiplication, which is this one, 2 into 2. So what will this be? 15 minus 2 2s are 4. Now subtract. 15 minus 4 is 11. So let's go back to our first step and write 14 minus 11. That means we have removed our parenthesis. We are going to put back the curly bracket and the square bracket. So now we have two brackets, square bracket and curly bracket. Which one should we do first? The curly bracket. That means we need to simplify what is inside this 14 minus 11. So let's work that out. So this is 46 minus square bracket 26 minus, we're going to remove the curly bracket. Inside the curly bracket we have 14 minus 11. And how much is that? 14 minus 11. 4 minus 1 is 3. 0. So 14 minus 11 is 3. Close brackets. Then 46 minus, now we're going to open or remove the square bracket. So what is inside that? 26 minus 3. So let's do that subtraction. 26 minus 3. 6 minus 3 is 3 and I have 2 here. So that is 23. So 46 minus 23. So now let's subtract that. 46 minus 23. 6 minus 3 is 3. 4 minus 2 is 2. So we have 23. So 23 is our final answer. Question 7. Let's look out for all the brackets. We have square bracket, curly bracket, parenthesis. That's it. Only 3 brackets. So the parenthesis has to be done first and then the curly bracket and then the square bracket. That means what is inside this has to be simplified before doing anything else. So we'll write all this as it is. 45 minus square bracket 38 minus curly bracket 60 divided by 3 minus, now let's work out what is within the parenthesis. What do we have? 6 minus 9 divided by 3. According to BODMAS, we should do division first. That means 9 divided by 3 has to be done first. So we'll write 6 as it is and minus also. Now 3 into what is 3? 3 3s are 9. 3 into what is 9? 3 3s are 9. So 6 minus 3. So 6 minus 3 is 3. So we can go back to our first step and write it there. 3 minus 3. We've already done that part. And we still have divided by 3. This portion divided by 3, which I've put back again. Now close your curly bracket and your square bracket. Now children, we need to be very careful when there are so many steps and so many brackets. Go slow. So now what are the brackets left? We have only the square bracket and the curly bracket. That means we need to work out what is within the curly bracket. So let's underline all this. All this has to be done before we work out the rest. That means all the others will remain the same. So 45 will remain the same minus square bracket 38 will remain the same minus. Now let's work out what is within the curly brackets. So here what do we have? 60 divided by 3 minus 3 divided by 3. So here we have division and subtraction. So let's do the division first. So first let's divide 60 by 3. So 60 divided by 3. 3 2s are 6. So 3 20s are 60. So in this place we have 20 minus, now divide 3 divided by 3. How much is 3 divided by 3? 3 ones are 3, isn't it? So we write 1. So 20 minus 1 is 19. So let's write this 19 in our second step, 38 minus 19. That means we've removed our curly bracket, only a square bracket is left. So we have to work out what is within the square bracket. That is 38 minus 19. So we'll continue by writing 45 minus, now let's do 38 minus 19. 38 minus 19. Now here we need to borrow. So 2, 18 minus 9 is 9. 2 minus 1 is 1. We get 19. 45 minus 19. So let's do that subtraction. 45 minus 19. So here also we need to borrow 3. 15 minus 9 is 6. 3 minus 1 is 2. So what do we have there? 26. 45 minus 19 is 26, which is our final answer. So we will stop with this for now, children. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.